Hey, you ain't got a motherfucker. We need hot fucking, we got sand on this motherfucker.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Jones. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the Titans.
Tua sets up to pass it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Going deep for Diggs. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jeff Thomas standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Jones. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
10 at the 28-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jeff Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Titans nothing.
That's the reason we bought for it. So
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Just gotta take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy. Till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all up in buckets. Get the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check, check. Flag down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Foles. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it.
To a hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Titans. 20, 10. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
For the extra point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Thomas. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there. And it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that could be incomplete.
God,
good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Gotta be tempted,
eluding the pressure right.
That
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Foles being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable for Thomas. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10.
34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's Tua.
What the fuck is he doing?
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Tua to throw again. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
He's checking. Crash. Check safety. Sponge.
Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try again with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And
that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete.
Yo, bro,
it's a big play there for Tennessee. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua going deep for Diggs. Touchdown, Jaguars. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Foles. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
We go. 180. Hold this. Back 55.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Boy, and now they can't even get a play
man.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes back. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 45, Titans 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Foles. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Hey, D, that touchdown, pick it up, D. Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So So for the Jags, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.